Harry-Meghan snubbed. Royal family ignores their email to join at Sandringham Christmas service. The British royal family has long been a symbol of tradition, unity, and composure in the face of public scrutiny. However, in recent years, the cracks in their seemingly impenetrable façade have become glaringly evident, chiefly due to the ongoing tensions between Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the rest of the royal household. The latest chapter in this deeply fractious saga has reportedly unfolded over the Christmas season, as allegations have surfaced that Harry and Meghan's attempt to reach out and join the royal family's annual Sandringham Christmas service was ignored. If the reports are to be believed, an email from the Sussexes extending an olive branch to attend the festive gathering was met with silence, a move that speaks volumes about the lingering animosity between the two camps. The strained relationship between Meghan Markle and the royal family has been well documented, but this alleged snub underscores just how irreparable the damage might be. For years, Meghan has been painted as a divisive figure within the monarchy, with many accusing her of overstepping cultural norms, disregarding royal protocol, and contributing to the very public unraveling of Prince Harry's once close bond with his family. From their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey to Harry's controversial memoir Spare, the Sussexes have not held back in airing grievances against the institution that they claim failed to support them during their time as working royals. Yet, this latest incident raises questions. Was the royal family's silence in response to their email a deliberate act of rejection, or merely an attempt to avoid more drama? The timing of this alleged snub is particularly significant. Christmas at Sandringham is a cherished royal tradition, marked by its formality in family togetherness. For Harry and Meghan to express interest in attending after years of estrangement could be seen as an effort to mend fences, or, as some critics argue, another calculated move by Meghan to reinsert herself into the royal narrative she has worked so hard to distance herself from. The latter perspective aligns with Meghan's pattern of behavior, which many believe revolves around exploiting royal connections when convenient while simultaneously vilifying the institution to bolster her public image. Meghan Markle's critics have long accused her of being calculated in her approach to the royal family, and this latest development only seems to add fuel to the fire. Her detractors argue that Meghan's interest in attending the Sandringham Christmas service is not rooted in genuine reconciliation but rather in a desire to remain relevant. After all, her public image in the United States has faced significant challenges in recent months, with their Netflix series failing to garner the universal acclaim the couple likely anticipated. Moreover, Meghan has been accused of using the royal connection as a springboard for her personal ambitions, from her podcast deal with Spotify to her rumored plans to relaunch her acting career. The hallmark of Meghan's time in the royal family has been controversy, often stemming from her alleged refusal to adapt to the customs and expectations that come with being a member of the monarchy. Critics point to her reported clashes with palace staff, her demands for privacy while simultaneously courting the media, and her apparent disregard for the Queen's advice as evidence of her inability, or unwillingness, to respect the institution she married into. For Meghan's detractors, the alleged email to the royal family is seen as just another example of her opportunistic tendencies. Designed to place the spotlight back on her and Harry during a time when their relevance appears to be waning, while Meghan and Harry have made their grievances public time and time again, the royal family has largely maintained their trademark silence, opting not to respond to the couple's allegations. This approach, often referred to as the never complain, never explain policy, has been a cornerstone of the monarchy's public relations strategy for decades. However, this alleged refusal to respond to Harry and Meghan's email could be interpreted as a quiet rejection, a clear signal that the family is unwilling to engage with the couple on their terms. Sources close to the palace have suggested that there is still significant resentment among senior royals over the Sussexes' decision to step back from their roles and the manner in which they chose to do so. The couple's departure, dubbed Megxit by the press, was seen as a betrayal by many within the royal household, particularly given the timing of their announcement, which blindsided the Queen and disrupted plans for a carefully managed transition of responsibilities. Furthermore, Harry's subsequent revelations about private family matters, including allegations of racism and his claim that Prince William physically attacked him, have only deepened the divide. By allegedly ignoring the Sussexes' email, the royal family may be signaling that they are no longer willing to entertain gestures that could be interpreted as performative or insincere. For the royals, Christmas at Sandringham is not just a family gathering but a public display of unity and tradition. Allowing Harry and Meghan to attend could risk turning the event into a media circus, overshadowing the solemnity of the occasion and reopening old wounds. Unsurprisingly, news of this alleged snub has elicited mixed reactions from the public. Supporters of the royal family have praised the decision to maintain boundaries, arguing that Harry and Meghan's repeated breaches of trust have left the royals with little choice but to distance themselves. For these individuals, the couple's actions, ranging from their Oprah interview to Harry's memoir, have been seen as calculated attacks on the monarchy, designed to generate sympathy and financial gain at the expense of the institution's dignity. On the other hand, Meghan and Harry's supporters have framed the alleged snub as evidence of the royal family's refusal to acknowledge its own shortcomings. They argue that the couple's decision to step back was driven by legitimate concerns about racism, mental health, and the lack of support they received during their time as working royals. For these individuals, the royal family's silence in response to the email is yet another example of their inability to adapt to modern values and address the systemic issues that have plagued the institution for decades. Despite the polarized opinions surrounding the Sussexes, one thing remains clear: Meghan Markle has become a lightning rod for controversy. Her detractors accuse her of being the driving force behind Harry's estrangement from his family, citing her alleged manipulative tendencies and her reported clashes with palace staff as evidence of her disruptive influence. They argue that Harry, once one of the most beloved members of the royal family, has been irrevocably changed by his relationship with Meghan, leading him to make decisions that have alienated him from his family and the British public. Even those who sympathize with Meghan's struggles within the royal family cannot ignore the pattern of conflict that seems to follow her. From her estranged relationship with her own family, most notably her father, Thomas Markle, to her falling out with the royal household, Meghan's life has been marked by a series of high-profile disputes. For her critics, this pattern suggests that the problem lies not with the institutions or individuals she clashes with but with Meghan herself. As the royal family gathers at Sandringham to celebrate Christmas, the absence of Harry and Meghan serves as a stark reminder of the deep divisions that continue to plague the monarchy. The alleged snub of the Sussexes' email highlights the ongoing tensions between the two camps, raising questions about whether reconciliation is even possible at this point. For now, it seems that the royal family is intent on preserving their traditions and protecting their image, even if it means shutting out two of their own. While Meghan and Harry's supporters will undoubtedly view this as yet another example of the royal family's rigidity and lack of compassion, their critics will see it as a justified response to years of betrayal and public attacks. Regardless of where one's sympathies lie, one thing is certain: the rift between the Sussexes and the royal family shows no signs of healing anytime soon, leaving the public to wonder if the wounds inflicted over the past few years will ever truly be mended.